Zainab asked.
Okay, I just got that.
My name is Tahir and you're watching live HR Consultants Pakistan. आज का हमारा सेशन बहुत एक इंफॉर्मेटिव सेशन होने जा रहा है। जैसे कि आपने लास्ट रिसेंटली देखा कि हमारा ब्रैडफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का एक बहुत इंफॉर्मेटिव सेशन रहा था। हमारे साथ बहुत से ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स इन कांटेक्ट रहे थे, बहुत सी ऐसी क्विज क्लियर हुई, बहुत से ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स ने एप्लीकेशन प्लेस की, ऑन स्पॉट एडमिशंस के लिए अप्लाई किया। तो बहुत से ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स की रिक्वेस्ट पर आज हमने एक बार फिर से ये सेशन ऑर्गेनाइज किया ब्रैडफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी का, और आज हमारे साथ अवेलेबल है इंटरनेशनल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ब्रैडफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी के। तो अपनी जो भी क्यूरी आपकी अभी हमें लाइव कांटेक्ट कीजिए, लाइव कॉल कीजिए 0346474704 पर। आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है, आपकी तमाम क्यूरीज को क्लियर किया जाएगा। नाउ ओवर टू Nisa.
Okay, good evening and assalamu alaikum to all our viewers who are watching this live session across Pakistan and worldwide. I'm Zainab Moza, the Education Counselor of UK in HR Consultants. So at first, I want to introduce and let you know about what is HR Consultants. HR Consultant is a top leading education consultancy firm in Pakistan since 1993. We have main offices located in the main cities of Pakistan that can easily be approachable to all our students and the prospect clients. So the services provided by HR consultant is academic counseling, selecting the right institution, securing admission, visa guidance, and pre-departure information. So the purpose to conduct this session is to, that as there is a very much chaotic situation right now, and students are very much confused that whether they should apply or not, and what destination and what program they should choose to study abroad. So as you know that UK is the most prominent destination in the world, and British education is the most reputable and across the world. So UK has a long history of welcoming international students to study in its universities. So today we have a guest. We have called on Dr. Charles Vincent, who is a program leader of Applied Artificial Intelligence and Data and Analytics, and Ms. Nausheen, who is the regional manager of Middle East. Hi, Nausheen, and hi, Dr. Charles. How are you?
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, yeah, we're good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm also fine. So, Nausheen, at first I come to you that can you just guide me about the Bradford University, that why a student choose Bradford University and what courses and programs and intakes Bradford University has?
Yeah, absolutely. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to HR Consultants for having Bradford part of their live sessions again. It's fantastic to always connect with students and promote the university via your channels. So that's firstly, I'd like to thank you for that. So yeah, my name is Nausheen. I'm the regional manager for Middle East and Pakistan, and I represent the University of Bradford. Actually, fun fact, I was born in Bradford, so I actually, I've lived there many, many years. So if you have any questions related to the city or the university in itself, I do believe I have a real good insight into what to expect if you do move to the UK and if you do move to Bradford in particular as well. So just to give students a bit of an idea of where the University of Bradford is, what you can sort of vision when you do move to the UK. The University of Bradford, we are in the north of England. But when you look at the map of the whole UK, we're right in the middle. So we're 15 minutes away from Leeds, which is amazing, big city. We are just under an hour from the big city of Manchester. But I know I've highlighted Leeds and Manchester as being key landmark and cities close to Bradford, but Bradford in itself has it's a fantastic city. It's the 10th largest city in the UK, and we have a population of just under 500,000. So 500,000 to people in Pakistan is probably nothing, because I can appreciate that in Pakistan it's a very high populated country, but in Bradford, with it being a 10th largest city in the UK, 500,000 is a really good amount for students to really appreciate the city and people around. The university is a 5-minute walk from the city centre. So I remember occasionally I would just go into the city centre for a walk, and it's only 5 minutes. So students really don't have to rely on getting buses or taxis. They, they can use their own. So they don't have to pay for that. They can really go and just take a walk around, enjoy the city centre, but also enjoying the greenery and the countryside of Bradford as well.
Okay, so coming across you, Dr. Charles, I have a question that we would love to know about your journey as an employee in Bradford University, and can you tell us about your experience in Bradford University?
That's great. Thank you very much. First of all, let me thank the entire team for inviting me here to give a talk about our university, our program, and as well as about myself, that how the journey started. Actually, that I'm more kind of a data enthusiast.
Yeah.
I love data. Data speaks to me, and we speak to the data. So the next level of speaking with the data, what we can view as an artificial intelligence, where we are allowing the system to take decision based on the learning from the environment in terms of data.
Yeah.
But quite interestingly, and Bradford is as a great university, and I'm working with the business schools. We have a triple accredited school. It's triple crown school, what we call as ACSB, AMBA, and Equus accredited school. So whenever a student is looking for which university to join, so usually we say that we have accredited with these three accreditation bodies, and we have our quality to showcase that what we are for, and then how we deliver our education to our system or to our students.
Yeah. So what courses are you teaching at Bradford University?
So I'm now currently a program leader for MSc conversion program on applied artificial intelligence and data analytics. And the courses which I'm looking after more towards an applied machine learning and big data strategy and artificial intelligence.
Okay. So can you just guide about that? What do you recommend about Bradford University for artificial intelligence and data analytics? Why do you recommend international students for artificial intelligence?
Yes. So I think it might be a good views. Yeah, it might be a good idea just to sort of talk about our journey to why we introduced applied artificial intelligence and
So quite good that actually that first of all we look into this program is a conversion program.
Yeah.
What does it mean actually here? What we are looking for? We are not only looking for a computer science students to come and do an artificial intelligence program with us. We are inviting all sort of engineers, non-engineers, and non-mathematics background, fast time and near time. So we are inviting everyone. So it means that this 1 year program, we are planned and designed in such a way that anyone who is interested to really cope up with the future and they want to get into an digital environment of work, and they can get into this program. And in this way, what we can say is they not only learn an artificial coupled with the business talent, leadership, innovation, entrepreneurship. So they can couple together. It's not a pure computer science program per se from our school actually. So we are projecting the program as a mixed program to give a clear future for the students and within 1 year. And also it is coupled with a placement. 3 months of an additional placement we are providing them so that they get experience hands-on the projects and the learning environment within UK. So they get an add-on advantage with this program.
Okay. So we have
एक announcement करना चाहूँगा यहाँ पर कि वो students जो UK में interested हैं Bradford University के लिए, जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं कि हमारा live session continue है और available है हमारे साथ international यूनिवर्सिटीज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव Bradford यूनिवर्सिटी के। आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है अपने तमाम क्यूरीज को क्लियर कीजिए। आईएलटीएस से रिलेटेड है, फीस स्ट्रक्चर से रिलेटेड है, आपकी जो भी तमाम एडमिशन आप अभी हमें लाइव कॉल कर सकते हैं। लाइव नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन पे अपने कमेंट्स को जो है आप फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं। आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है तमाम क्यूरीज को लाइव क्लियर कीजिएगा और लाइव कॉल कीजिए अभी 0346 4747 पर आपकी जो भी क्यूरीज है आपकी क्यूरीज को लाइव क्लियर किया जाएगा। नाउ ओवर टू यू निशाना, यू कैन कंटिन्यू।
ओके। And Dr. Charles, we have heard about the Triple Crown accreditation Bradford Business School has. So can you just guide us about the benefits student can have after getting accreditation of a Triple Crown Business School?
So usually it refers to a complete quality. The quality has been checked by the different bodies. So it means that whatever we are delivering to our students meets that the world-class needs of the education. We are meeting that level. So that's why we go ahead with and proving ourselves year after year that we are highly qualified body teaching our student community to grow in the field.
Absolutely. And I would just like to add to that as well, Zainab. I believe there's only 1 out of 8. We are 1 out of 18 UK universities that have this triple crown accreditation accreditation at the university. And I think when students ask me what does triple crown accreditation mean, I always say to them, if you have the grades and the qualification, you can study business and management courses at any UK university. Okay, so you can study that at any UK university, but to be able to say you've studied it at a triple crown accredited university, that is something that's outstanding for when you do go and apply for jobs, because employers will know that the quality of your business and your MBA and the course that you do study is outstanding and it is a good quality standard. So that's really important to highlight to students.
Okay, Noshin, coming towards today, can you just guide me about that? What are the most popular programs offered by Bradford University for undergraduate students?
Absolutely. So with students from Pakistan, we do tend to find that they usually study a top-up year, which is something that we offer, or they tend to go for postgraduate. And we do get undergraduate applications as well. But with undergraduate courses in the UK compared to Pakistan, our courses are 3 years. Our bachelor courses are for 3 years. So we have a foundation year that students in Pakistan can study, and then they can progress onto our bachelor's degree. Unless they've done A-levels, then they can get directly onto our bachelor's degree. We have a wide range of popular courses. So I would say LLB, with it being a Commonwealth country, we do tend to get a lot of applications for law. We get a lot of applications for supply chain management, data analytics, and logistics, engineering, so civil and structural engineering. With the CPEC situation in Pakistan, that's a huge sort of enticement for students to study a bachelor's degree in engineering. And then we get applications for pharmacy, our public health course as well. So we have a range of courses, over 130 different courses at the university across 4 different faculties. So we have life sciences, engineering and informatics, health studies, and then the key one for our students in Pakistan is business, law, and social sciences.
Okay. Anushan, can you just guide me about the entry requirements for A-level students?
So our entry requirements vary again course by course. So if we look at sort of courses within our business management, our school of management, sorry, we are looking to accept students maybe 3 Bs, 2 Bs and a C. But then we might have particular courses like pharmacy and optometry where we do look for 2 As and a B. And you do need a background of chemistry and biology. So what I would advise students at this point is, please ensure you have your transcripts, your documents, and speak to a counsellor from HR consultants, and they will guide you in regards to the particular course and entry requirements. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Charles.
So what?
No, perfectly all right.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Noshin, can you just guide me about the postgraduate programs? And what are basically the minimum requirement for international students to get admission into it? As you know about the current CGPA system. So what is the minimum CGPA required?
Absolutely.
For direct entry into postgraduate program?
Yeah, so I think both Charles and I can answer this. I'll talk about the entry requirements, and then I'll allow Charles to highlight some key courses of ours in our business school that are interesting for students from Pakistan. So our entry requirements are 2.5 CGPA. So that's our minimum entry requirement. And occasionally we do ask for experience. We do ask for a particular background in a certain subject, but usually 2.5 CGPA is perfect for you to enter at one of our courses. What I will say is, if you have graduated from University of Punjab and you have a 45% mark, we will accept you onto our LLM. So we have the reason we're flexible is because we understand the marking criteria from University of Punjab is very strict. So no one will ever get 60% from University of Punjab. Nobody will ever get 2.5 CGPA. So we've lowered our requirements to 45%. Anyone studied LLB, they can go on and progress onto our LLM with a 45%.
Okay. To all our viewers who are watching this live session, if we have any question regarding Bradford University, regarding the application procedure and regarding the program, you can consult us. You can post your comments and you can post inquiries into the comment box, or you can also WhatsApp us. My WhatsApp number is 0321 4747 315. I'm again repeating my number. My number is 0321 4747 315. HR team will reach you if you have any questions regarding that. So, Nosheen, just
So what we'll do is we'll just highlight a couple of courses from our business school, because we've had a lot of students interested in particular course areas. But I really want to go into detail about our applied artificial intelligence, because I want to know more about it. I want to know what are the particular course modules you'll be teaching within that year. How will the placement work? So Charles, if you could just give me some of your time and tell me some information about your applied artificial intelligence course, what the module is going to entail and the rest of it.
This is really an exciting set. When we talk about our program, which is very specially designed to cater the needs of the society and the government and all the business needs, actually. Here we say that we have a block of programs, the modules we teach here. So one is on applied machine learning and big data strategy, and then artificial intelligence and data science. And also not only that part of only technical side, the students are able to learn both the sides. If the student not aware of the programming, coding, if they are not interested on the coding side, still they can pursue this program and become great, actually, there, because we can always see that there are two ways actually to hit this particular target. One is through coding and non-coding. So we teach them in both a way to go ahead. And also we have a micro badges with AWS. And with that, the students can get an additional certification from the accredited bodies, and then they can use that certification for the job. And the placement are available for 3 months placement, where they can go ahead with the learning first 3 months after their dissertation period. After completing their project, they can go for the 3 months. And this is either they can identify their own job, or we will identify a particular location, as well as we will identify a particular domain for them to work inside, and then we can get the placement learning part with an additional module.
So would you say, Charles, that if someone has, just to put a scenario, if a student had a background of business and management, or something related to that, maybe not even anything to do with applied artificial intelligence, would you consider the student, or would you say you need experience?
No. So as long as they have qualified for the entry requirement of 2.1 and 2.2 with an IELTS 6, and if they're even from biology, if they say that they are very far from even a history or whatever it may be, that which is no way connected with the technical. I'm saying that even the way which I'm saying is in terms of technicality, if they are not interested on the technicality, but still they would like to pursue this AI program, they are most welcome to do that one.
Amazing. And just to confirm, by 2.1 2.2, we mean that's a UK equivalent. So that would be 2.5 CGPA, just to sort of highlight that in case, because thank you. That's really good.
And how much, the 2.5 CGPA would be equivalent to, whether it would be of 60% or 65% for master's program?
60%. We would look 60%. For the 60%.
Okay. Dr. Charles, I have a question for you. Dr. Charles, I have a question that can you just highlight the job prospects for a graduate of this program at Bradford University? If a student has done, artificial intelligence, so what would be the job prospect?
So now if you see that in 5 years time, we are estimating that 90% in a longer term. So we'll be getting lots of digital oriented job vacancies. and we are foreseeing from now onwards 30 years, then everything is going to be completely digitalized. And then only 90% of the job requirement needs a kind of a digital knowledge. Students, those who are completing this particular program, they can get a wider experience. They can go to the government sector, they can go to healthcare sector, they can go to marketing and manufacturing and service sectors. So they have a wide opening, because anywhere you see, you can see then AI inside, and then digital informations are inside. So students get a wide area of jobs. It's not only one sector, they can choose their domain. For example, a student who completed a bachelor degree in biology, and very specifically into a zoology, and then they're coming and learning an AI, and still he can go back to his field and see that how he can integrate the AI with his own learning, and then he can find the jobs on that. And spectrum of jobs are available.
Yeah, and that's a very good option. The student will have a multiple sort of information and knowledge. They have different skill set. Like if a student who has graduated in a biological field, and now he's doing artificial intelligence, and it's a very good combination. So he would have a knowledge about multiple fields. So Nausheen, coming towards you, okay, one of the students has raised a question about that if a student who has done a BBA in marketing, so and now he wants to study data analytics or data science, so can he study?
He can study. Yes.
So it's basically a conversion program.
It's a conversion program.
That's a very good option that students can have a
designed a program in such a way that it caters the wide range of students' discipline, wide range from near STEM to fast STEM.
Okay, can you just guide me about the placement?
Sorry, Ms. Zainab, to cut you. मैं अगले आपके सवाल से पहले अनाउंस करना चाहूँगा कि आप फिर से अपने व्यूअर्स को, जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं कि कोर्सेज के बारे में डिस्कशन हो रही है, ब्रैडफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से रिलेटेड जो है वो कोर्सेज के बारे में बताया जा रहा है, फीस स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में सारी डिस्कशन हो रही है। आपकी जो भी क्वेरीज है अपनी तमाम क्वेरीज को लाइव क्लियर कीजिए, जैसा कि अभी जॉब से रिलेटेड डिस्कशन हो रही थी। तो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट सवालात है, बहुत ही अगर आपके माइंड में जो भी जॉब प्रोस्पेक्टिव से रिलेटेड है, स्ट्रक्चर से रिलेटेड है, आईएलटीएस से रिलेटेड है, तो फौरन से अभी कॉल कीजिए लाइव 0346 4747 पर आपकी स्क्रीन पर दिए गए नंबर है, आप अभी हमें व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं, अपनी तमाम क्वेरीज को लाइव क्लियर कर सकते हैं। Now over to you, Ms. Zainab, you can continue.
Okay, Dr. Charles, as you have just told us previously that Bradford University also offering placement programs. So I just want to get to know that whether this placement program is paid or non-paid. A student has to pay any sort of registration fee or any sort of fee for getting this placement? Or
No,
it's a part of a course?
So we have two streams. The stream one is an MRC without placement, and the other one is with placement. It's an optional. But the fee-wise, there is no change inside the fee. The fees are going to be same for both groups. That's more important. And also the 3 months paid placement. It means that the university will be paying for them for doing this 3 months training program.
That's amazing.
And that way, student is having a higher advantage of whatever they learned during their module and during their project, and then they can see that the implementation side, and they can learn more about the 3 months, which is going to be a great added advantage for them to look for a prospective career in the field.
Yeah, and also just to highlight as well to students out there, with this particular course, we do have a placement, as Dr. Charles has mentioned, and you are getting paid for it. So when you do complete that 3-month placement and you graduate from the University of Bradford, you have that 2-year post-study work visa. So within that 2-year post-study work visa, you can capitalize on the opportunity that you have already worked in the UK, so that you are working in industry in those 2 years that is linked to your actual degree, because you've already got that experience. So we're not saying we can guarantee you a job in that industry, but what we're saying is we are adding skills to your profile, and that's why it's such a fantastic course to enroll onto at Bradford.
Okay, as you know about current pandemic situation as being faced by all around the globe. So what leniency is being given by Bradford University for international students with respect to entry requirements and English proficiency?
Do you want me to answer that, or you can go for it?
Yeah. Okay. We understand the current situation, but the quality-wise, we cannot compromise. As we said that we have our accreditation bodies, and then we are having a high standard kept with us. And so because of that, we cannot lean in on the IELTS or else the outcome of their bachelor degree, whatever it may be. So as long as they qualify the entry requirement, during this hardship, we'll make sure that their learning part is not affected. They learn at the same time whatever the previous part of the normal life situation. So we'll make sure they're giving a great blended learning to them to understand and learn everything in spite of whatever the surrounding problems we are facing.
Yeah. And I'd just like to add, Zainab, we've recently announced that students can do online English language tests. So we've got a few options. So we've got Lingua Skills, which is via Cambridge. We also have TOEFL at home and Pearson PTE as well. So these are a couple of tests that students can conduct online. If you are from LUMS University, you'll get an
Do you
English
offer
waiver.
Duolingo?
We're not accepting
Do you offer
Duolingo. We
Duolingo?
don't accept Duolingo. No, we're not accepting that. No. However, these are the 3 different types of English language tests that we are accepting online. Obviously, we can appreciate that other universities are waiving English. However, at the moment, where we currently stand, we are accepting other English language tests online. But again, if you have done IELTS before and you might be short of a couple of marks, we have been lenient and flexible with that. But that, again, we would need to see your background, what experience you have. If our requirement is 6.0, but you have a 5 or a 5.5, we could potentially waiver that because we are being flexible on those bases.
Okay, so to all our viewers who are watching this live session, if you have any inquiry, if you have any question, you can drop your inquiry into the comment box, or you can also reach to us via WhatsApp. And my WhatsApp number is 0321 4747 315. I'm again repeating my number, 0321 4747 315. So Nausheen, I have a question regarding that. That does Bradford University deals with the credit transfer cases for undergraduate students?
Absolutely. We do accept credit transfer students, but what we would have to do is deal with it on a case-by-case basis. So again, Charles, maybe we can go into detail the reason why. What we usually do is we have to look at the syllabus that they've studied in their previous university, so that students aren't missing out from what our first and second year students have missed out on. So, for example, I've had students who LLB students from Pakistan who are wanting to study LLB in the UK, but we have to ensure that they've studied those core modules and their modules match to ours. So when they are in the classroom, they are not behind in comparison to the other students. So yeah, it's case-by-case basis. We will accept, but we have to review it via an academic if the modules match.
Okay, Dr. Charles, I have a question for you. That one of the question is being raised from the audience, that is information technology is better or data analytics is better? So what field a student should opt with respect to the current job market?
So information technology, you can see in a very broader spectrum, and data analytics to a very narrow down, actually, to very specifically seeing the data part of it, actually. And we are coupling with an artificial intelligence together. So information system going to be an or part of whatever we are going to teach.
Yeah. So what would you say, Charles? Would you say, I guess there's an interest for applied artificial intelligence, and which is very different to informatics, isn't it? So
yeah, informatics, if you see that one, yes, we can view every informatics in depends on the domain, but the AI is going to over archive everything and then say the overarch and say that this is what it is actually that. So it's more of allowing the informatics to think much more clear in a decision-making process.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, so Nausheen, can you just guide me about the scholarship or fee discounts offered by Bradford University for undergraduate and postgraduate students? What is the value and worth of a scholarship?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fantastic question. As a university, as a city, we really do want to give back to our students from Pakistan. We have a fantastic connection. So our previous Chancellor, Imran Khan, is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. So we hold Pakistan very close to our heart. We have accredited many colleges in Pakistan as well. So we do want to give back to the society in Pakistan. So we are offering a £4,000 scholarship to students, and that is on undergraduate and postgraduate and our foundation course as well. So, for example, if you apply for LLM, your fees will be reduced from around 16,000 down to £12,000. And
that's a great, the value of scholarship.
Yeah, absolutely. So it kind of gives you insight of how much you would be paying for the year. But what I would like to highlight is with our applied artificial intelligence, we are offering a limited scholarship for students, because there's such a demand for this particular course area. We have got some funding for 15 students, and this scholarship will be available, I think mainly focusing for women, because we want more women in this industry and this particular job area. So if you meet that requirement, you could be potentially eligible for a £10,000 scholarship. £10,000. So that will reduce your fees from 16,000 down to 6,800. So that gives you an idea. But what I would say is you would have to submit an application for that additional scholarship, and there are only around 15 available.
Okay, Dr. Charles, one of the students.
Ms. Anasuri, I have a question. Can you tell me what's the minimum requirement of partial scholarships for bachelor and master programs?
Yeah, so again, Tahir, that's a really good question. We are offering a automatic scholarship for students who meet our entry requirement. So if they meet our entry requirement, we will offer them a scholarship. And the fantastic thing is the initial deposit is only £2,000. So from the fees, they've already paid £2,000 deposit. They've got a £4,000 scholarship. So the remaining fee that they need to pay, they can do it in a flexible payment method as well. So that gives you an idea.
Okay. Nausheen, one of the students has raised the question that he's currently a student of BS Artificial Intelligence and his degree will be completed in 2021.
Okay.
Okay. So his question is that what would be the fee structure for MSc Artificial Intelligence?
Charles, do you want to?
In 2021.
Next year, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
he would
next
be,
year.
done with his,
So usually it's if I'm in his shoes, actually that the easy expectation on this is actually the current whatever the current fees plus a 5% on it. Usually that's a common trend of the sector to grow in that particular fees limit. So.
Yeah.
So the student should expect to pay around. We don't know what the funding will be like in terms of the £10,000 scholarship next year. Our current base is 16,000 around, give or take. So it will, but with the scholarship, you'll be guaranteed a £4,000 scholarship.
Okay, Nausheen, what are the arrangements by the Bradford University if a student is short of 0.5 bands? Does Bradford University offers any pre-sessional courses?
Actually, students they don't actually need to sit a pre-session if they're 0.5 away from the actual mark. What we can potentially do, we say it's not a guarantee, we are looking at case-by-case basis. We could waiver your English. So that's if you already sat IELTS, we could waiver it if you're missing a few points on your overall or your subtest. Okay, so I would again encourage students to submit your documents. You still have time. Submit it to your HR consultant counsellor. They'll review your documents and they will swiftly send your documents and they will get a review for you. But we do have pre-sessional. We have a 6-week and a 10-week, but the pre-sessional now has closed for any enrollment.
Okay. Okay. Nausheen, I have one more question. That accommodation is one of the most concerning question for every international student. So can you just guide me about the facilities of accommodation provided by Bradford University?
Absolutely, yeah. So as I mentioned, the university is in the city centre, but we also have our own accommodation on campus. So just to give you an idea, if you walk out of your accommodation 5 minutes before your lecture, you roll out of bed and you can get to your lecture room. That's how close it is to the university, literally a few-minute walk. We have 2 different types of accommodation. So we have a townhouse. So in a townhouse, there's 4 rooms on each floor, and there are 12 apartments, okay? But 2 people share 1 bathroom, so which isn't too bad. And then on the other hand, you have an apartment which is en suite. Okay, so you've got a nice patio, you've got a nice open garden, you can have your barbecue there. We know us Pakistanis do like our barbecues, so you've got the space for that. So students are not just getting a room, they're getting a social space, they're getting a garden area as well, and that costs around £80 to £103, depending on what the student wants. And that does include all your services like Wi-Fi, electricity, all your bills are included. But what I will highlight again, Zainab, is we have private accommodation, and our private accommodation around the university is very cost effective. So it can start from minimum of around £60 per week, and depending on which accommodation you go for. And again, it's at a walking distance from the university.
Okay, Dr. Charles, I have a question from you. That how do you differentiate the STICKY program, Artificial Intelligence and Data Analytics, from other universities' program?
Okay, so as I mentioned that already, so we have a clear differentiator for our program. Our program is a conversion program, which enable both the groups, actually nearest time and fast time students, to join this program. And the second one is the micro badging. So we have micro badges with AWS, and then they can write a competitive examination. The program, the course modules are uniquely designed to cater the needs of the students and needs of the industry, and also with a placement. So these are the unique part where they can choose this particular program with us. Yes.
Okay. So Nashin, coming towards you, can you just guide me about the CAS requirements and how much initial deposit is required to request for the CAS?
Yep. So there's a couple of steps to get your CAS and to get your visa for the UK. Initially, you need an unconditional offer. So once you've submitted all your documents, your IELTS requirements, we will you'll give you an unconditional offer. We need you to pay a deposit of £2,000. So once you've paid your £2,000, we've also seen your TB certificate. So students need to get their TB confirmed. And also we need to see a bank statement. The bank statement needs to hold your the allowance, the money, for at least 28 days minimum. Okay, so we need to have that. So I recommend that you have the money in your account for at least a month. Once you have all that evidence, you submit your application. The University of Bradford have a dedicated visa team. So somebody from our UK, from our visa team at the University of Bradford will contact the student, and they will do a credibility interview. The credibility interview will be an example of what to expect from the Home Office. We'll ask you a series of questions. We'll ask the students a series of questions and support them and guide them. And then once we believe the student is ready, we'll give feedback. And then after we've given feedback, we'll ask you to book your appointment and get your appointment with the Home Office. So ensure you pay your deposit, TB certificate, and your bank statement, and unconditional offer.
Okay. So to all our viewers who are watching this live session, if you have any concerns regarding Bradford University, regarding their course selection, you can reach us, you can WhatsApp us, and you can even drop your questions onto the comment box. And my WhatsApp number is 0321 4747 315. If you have any questions regarding that, regarding the application procedure, you can guide us. So Ms. Nashin, can you just guide us about the application procedure, how student can apply at Bradford University?
Yeah, so we have key partners in Pakistan, and as Zainab mentioned in the beginning, HR consultants have accessible offices all across Pakistan. You can contact a HR consultant individual either via WhatsApp with their numbers that they've got out on their screen, or you can visit their office, but ensuring that you are social distancing as well. Be safe, that's the main important thing. And just give your documents. We need your personal statement, so your statement of purpose. Why do you want to study in Bradford? Why this particular course? And we need to see your transcripts and your documents and your English language requirement. Once you have that, the team at HR Consultants will support you. I'm very 100% confident in the team. I know the team are fantastic when it comes to supporting the students to study in the UK, not only with the application, but with the visa and the enrolment process as well. They have a dedicated barrister who supports the students with the visa application. So again, I'm very confident that students should submit the application via HR so that they will guide you by the steps that you need to submit.
Okay, so how much hours as international students is allowed to do work in UK?
Yeah. So as students, obviously the main aim is for students to gain information and skills, academic skills from the degree. That is the main purpose of them studying in the UK. But they can work 20 hours per week. And one thing I will tell you again, Zainab, is students in Bradford who study there, they always say to me, Nosheen, actually, being an international student, I thought it would be very difficult to find work here. But actually, they have to reject the hours because it ends up exceeding over 20. So there is potential part-time work. And what I would say is it really builds your confidence. So it is good that students work as well part-time, but also focus on their studies.
Okay, Dr. Charles, I have a question from you, that what key points a student should keep in mind to select a program? But what should he select a program, and how it would be benefit for him? So what a student should look into the programs about the future, the market prospects, and about the requirement and as per the trend. So can you just guide it? What are the key points and what unique things the student should look into?
So let me put myself in student shoe and see that one, how I look at this particular, suppose if I want to do a program. So usually when you want all the programs, what we are doing is for our future and our career perspective, that what I would like to be, what I want to be, and which field I would like to be. And then learning should be seamless, and then we should not feel the pain of learning. So whenever they're choosing the program, actually that, okay, my interest is to get into a great supply chain area or great artificial intelligence area, but my interest is very much specific towards an airlines. Like I would like to be within the airline part, any part of a job within an airlines, actually that. So if that is the case, then they see that one, okay, I want to couple an AI with and then data analytics, but my project should be going to be towards an airline. My placement should be towards in that particular sector so that I can grow seamlessly to that particular. So whenever a student would like to go for, see the future, what you like to be and what you want to be and how painlessly you can learn all the things which you wish to learn, and then see the modules and see your faculty members who are teaching those modules, the university and everything together. Okay, this package will be the best for me to go ahead and learn so that in a couple of years I'll become like this.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a question, Ms. Nosheen. My question is for you. Can you tell me about coming intake?
Yeah. So in terms of the upcoming intake, we will have a delay with the intake. So we will be starting 2 weeks later. Initially, our start date is sort of mid-September, but we are pushing this to early October. However, I would like to highlight that our students for nursing or health studies, they will still be enrolling early September. So that's something just to remember for our adult nurses from Pakistan that want to enroll. We're still starting early September.
That means students can apply for the September intake?
Absolutely. So again, Charles can sort of talk about the type of teaching we will start in early October, the sort of blended learning, but we will be aiming for a face-to-face intake, so people will get that student experience, and we are hoping, again, ensuring students are safe, but experiencing the life as a student.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Zara, please.
Okay. Nosheen, that as per the current pandemic situation, and many of the students are not well aware and not confirmed that whether the September or October intake will happen or not. So can you just highlight about it, that whether what sort of learning would be and what arrangement does UK government has made for international students?
Okay, in terms of UK government, I think that where it stems from initially is the country that you're from, because you would need to have the a visa office is opened in your home country before you can apply to come to the UK.
Okay.
Currently, the UK government have announced that from the 15th of June or 14th of June, we will be allowing flights to return to the UK, but students will have to be isolated, or anyone would have to isolate for 14 days. Things are changing on a weekly, on a monthly basis. So how we see it in the future, the government in your country, we need to open the visa office for visa applications to process. I know 35 countries in the UK have opened it, mainly in Europe, and we're still waiting, and Southeast Asia, but we're still waiting for South Asia, Middle East to open their visa offices. Once that's happened, UK are welcoming students and travellers to the UK. But you would have to, currently the advice is isolate for 14 days. In the future, it might change.
Okay. Dr. Charles, I have a question that what suggestions do you give to students for Bradford University, that why they should choose Bradford University?
So we have, this is what we have been speaking about, is that why they should choose our university, actually, that for one is,
why Bradford?
Why Bradford itself? So the interesting thing, when you apply as a student, so what are the factors we see inside to select a university, which what I always teach them, as it's a multi-criteria decision making. Actually, it's not a one criteria set. So we can see that how great our universities and the location of the university and the cost of living and the number of accreditation, not only to the business school, as a university, the number of accreditation we are holding, how we are helping our students to get into the field. And all this process all together, we see that when it's not in a one agenda, actually, that it's together, that the Bradford is great.
Yeah, and also I'd just like to add on to that as well, Zainab. You know, students are gaining a really fruitful academic experience at the university. And I think, you know, there's a lot of connections to Bradford and the business school in itself. We've emphasized throughout this session the quality of our teaching, which is really important, and the quality of the degree that students will get. But also on a personal level for students, on a social level, we have around 12,000 students on campus, and around 20% of the students are international students, Zainab. So what that means is students are, you know, experiencing people from all across the world, not just UK students. And students will feel very comfortable because there are many other international students on campus. Obviously, 18% are UK students and the remaining are international. So it's a good balance, and it allows students to build their personable skills, I believe.
Okay, to all our viewers who are watching this live session, if you have any concerns regarding Bradford University and regarding the course, fee structure, anything, you can consult us. You can reach to us via WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp number is 0321 4747 315. So Tahir, do you have any question?
No, ma'am. I don't have question.
Okay, so our coming and last, we have some questions, and I want to ask Dr. Charles that what message do you give to students, to international students, regarding the current pandemic situation? What public service message do you want to give to students?
No, I didn't get your point, actually, the public service. So it means,
what message do you want to give to international students regarding, you know, in this current pandemic situation?
I'll pass to Notion for this question.
No, they're just asking what message would you like to give the students?
Okay, the message, actually, that's exactly, I did not decide. Can you repeat the question? It is not audible to me, actually.
I'll answer the question. So the message that we want to give from the University of Bradford to students out there, we are still encouraging you to submit your applications for this September intake. Please keep in touch with your HR consultant counsellor. They will support you and guide you with what steps you need to take. As a university, we're updating our students on a regular basis. Inshallah, we will be having a September intake, but it will be starting early October. So it gives you a few weeks to apply for your visa. And we will ensure that you are safe on campus as long as you follow the guidelines and that you still experience a student life as well.
Okay. So thank you so much, Nausheen, for guiding us, and thank you so much, Dr. Charles. You have given your precious time, have guided us about the artificial intelligence and data analytics, course modules and the importance and the future prospect for international students after getting this degree. And thank you so much, Nausheen. You have briefed us about the courses, about the programs, about the scholarships, fee structures, and everything. So to all our viewers, if you have any questions regarding that, you can consult HR consultants. HR team will always help you to support you for your applications, for visa guidance, for paid departure information, and everything. So thank you so much, Ms. Nausheen, and thank you so much, Dr. Charles.
Thank you.
It was pleasure being online. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Take care. Bye.